Good morning. So this is questions take two, because the first one, like technical difficulties and recording issues and internet issues. Okay, so today is June 15th, 2020, 8:45 in the morning. And today's question is, which do you prefer, Hawaii as a fully sovereign nation or Hawaii as a state under the USA? And I would prefer for the wrongs that have been done to be corrected before we can even decide what choice people want. So by that I mean the wrongs that I'm talking about is the of U.S. citizens voting for Hawaii to become the 50th state of the Union, and that started. That wrong started with the overthrow in 1893. I think it was 1893. And the reason that that's wrong is, imagine this scenario. Imagine all the illegal immigrants in the United States got together, overthrew the president, and took over the education system, started teaching their all the children that they were no longer Americans, that they are now Canadians. And 70 years after overthrowing the president, then all the illegal immigrants um, vote to become a part of Canada. So the reason why um, I feel that United States citizens would think that's an illegitimate union to Canada is because the U.S. citizens, that union was done without the consent of the U.S. citizens. So that is what happened here in Hawaii starting in 1893 with the overthrow, taking over the education system, teaching kids that they're American, that they're not Hawaiian, punishing children if they speak the Hawaiian language. Um, and in 1959, I think it was 1959, then U.S. citizens voting for Hawaii to become the 50th state of the Union. So subjects from the Kingdom of the Hawaiian Island would not vote for that because they couldn't, even if they wanted to, because they weren't in that jurisdiction, in that system. Their votes, like, they don't count in that sense. So that's why I use the analogy of illegal immigrants voting for the U.S. to become a part of Canada, and that it's illegitimate because it was done without the consent of the people. In this case, it was done without the consent um, of the subjects of the Kingdom of the Hawaiian Islands. And this isn't just me saying it. It was even, I think it was President Clinton who said it in the apology resolution, that it was done without the consent of the people. So it's not, yeah, it's just there is no legitimacy to it. So before we can answer the question of um, what do people prefer, it's not about what you prefer. It's about what has to, it's what legally can happen or cannot happen. So we need to address it, you know, teach people what happened. And I know they're already doing it in schools, which is good, but for those of us out of school, we need to understand that we're living in a different country here, and that the United States government is a guest here. And we need to become better guests. But as guests, we don't have the right to say, oh, we want to sell our house to this person or that person, because you don't own it. It's not yours to give. It's not yours to sell. It's not yours to bomb. It's not yours to build things or sell land on. And I think that's like the core issue that needs to be addressed. And once this is addressed, everything else will start to fall in place, and we'll start to reharmonize and rebalance out. So, just to restate the question again, this one was, what do you prefer? Like, as Hawaii as a fully sovereign nation or Hawaii as a state of the USA? So, my personal preference is that we correct what happened, even though we weren't the ones that did it. We are benefiting from those who did it. So we need to correct this injustice. All right. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a beautiful day. Bye.